Hello people, welcome back. It's been a few days since we've started the Twingo, so it stopped raining, which is a good thing. The sun is trying to creep through. It's not too cold, and the irony is this time last year we were just covered in snow, which is just ridiculous. We were like, it was a good 2-3 inches. I was in the van and I ended up trying to get to work and I was like, nah, forget this, turned around, came back. Loads of people were stuck on the roads when we were trying to get to work, but today, as you can see, it's just damp and muggy. So, but yeah, we've got the key. I want to try and get it inside because obviously you'll see from my first quick video we got a few problems. This headlight keeps fogging up, it's got loads of water in, and I think I'm going to have to take the bumper off to release one of the screws that's down here. But I want to try and get it inside and at least try and dry it out if I can, or blow it with an airline and then get some silicone if I can inside. Is it silicone? You know, the absorbent material. I've got one of those on a long stick. I was going to try and put in to see, leave it a couple of days just to see if it lift, get any of the moisture out. But like I say, I haven't started it and it's a little bit lumpy on idle because apparently there's a map on it, but I'm not really sure. But let's jump in and give it a go. So hopefully the keys fob still works. Lights work, which is good. I'll probably end up taking this map off, to be honest, just go back to standard, but it was with the car, so just make sure we're in neutral. Yeah, do it in a French accent because it's a French car. Oh, everything lights up. Tickety boo. I do like it. It's really cool, this car. I don't know why, it makes you laugh. Yes! Just pull it forward a touch. With all the water, oh, I think the brakes are stuck on. Oh, yeah, I think the brakes have stuck on. Oh yeah. The rear brakes are stuck on. Oh shit. Well, I'm quite happy about that. It started and it runs right. I think the rear brakes are stuck on. I put the handbrake on and then I think they've seized. I don't know if I might have to try and jiggle them about a bit, and I've got a rubber mallet, I might try and hit it, but we had started, which is good. Let's have a look. She's a little beauty, isn't she? As I say, as you can see, this fog light, it's just fogging up, full of water. So I need to try and sort that out, as long as everything else that I've got to do. Wheels need doing, as you saw. But yeah, it's got to be worth keeping, so. Again, radio came on, which is good. Obviously my Gordini knob, look at that. What a beauty. It's not too bad actually, it doesn't sound that bad. Just gets a little bit lumpy on idle. And again, as we saw, this side's been painted. Bumper needs doing, loads of scuffs. I think, to be honest, probably just do with a repaint, but I can't afford one. Yeah, forget the microphone because it's on me. It's just a little bit spluttery, that's all. Again, I might take it off, but at least it started, which is good. Probably need the rear wiper on as well. Well, yeah, all good. So I'll let that warm up for a little while and I'll try and just move it around the estate while it's quiet, and then I've got a rubber mallet, I might just try and give it a little hit just to see if those rear brakes will eventually come off, because if they don't I'm going to be up shit creek really. So anyway, let's go and get the mallet and give it a go.
So there's a whole other dimension.
No, stuck on.
Train yesterday as well. From Nottingham to London, the 1311 should have been 10 carriages, reduced to 5. So very few people got a seat. And today, one of the relatives who was travelling with me has tested positive for COVID. This thing of squashing everyone on the trains is really counterproductive. One person...
No, still stuck on.
150 people exposed. Alan texts, staff shortages are due to the government decision
Whoa.
to herd immunity due to Omicron being less severe. So this is
Yeah, brakes are stuck on.
with non-vaccinated by mass infection, he says.
Pump the brakes a bit.
Not her real name, emails. Let us spare a thought for the NHS. I'm sure they're turning up to work to the very stark reality that there aren't enough...
They're stuck on. I'm going to just go for a little drive up
I
here.
had the misfortune to have both parents in hospital over Christmas periods. Both passed away in hospital. It was a nightmare. There weren't enough staff to run the wards. Nigel in York said no one worked out he tested to Christmas due in we're taking over Radio 2 with an eclectic selection of some of our favourite.
Well, this is going out to anyone who spent any time in a field over the M25 in the late 80s.
Marvin Gaye is a past that Chris and I have always been in.
Oh,
You wouldn't know it to listen to. Oh, would you?
this is the problem when you leave cars outside. Might just go for a little hoot around and see if they release. They're warm, so it's working at least, which is good. Ah, fucking hell, that side's fucking not and all. So they're definitely working. And they're freed a bit. I'll try and get in the unit now. And then see what happens. I think it was just a lot of moisture on the discs and stuff, been leaving it outside. Tickety boo. Put it inside and see what we can do, eh? Oh joy. So we still haven't got the car inspected, but we've took the arch liners off because it's that low, it's rubbing on the arch liners anyway. So as you can see from underneath, it's in a little bit of a sorry state, and I'm still not sure if it's been in an accident because all this is bent, which is just like where the metal sheets join. Again, all this isn't so bad. I can deal with all this because we're going to strip it all down potentially. But then when you move around the side, you can start to see how bad the rust is. I think that's the horn. And basically, we're having problems with a bolt. I need to put that somewhere else. I'll see if I can show you. One of the bolts up here is just rusted solid. I'll try and get a better shot, but basically that's what we're kind of working with. So again, I still need to go and get it inspected, but I need to get a new arch liner because I want to take this headlight out because look, you can see it's still got water in it, so I need to release the bumper to undo one of the screws that's about here. So I need to try and do that, and what we're going to do is WD-40 didn't loosen the bolt, so we're going to stick some Deox gel on top of the bolt, and hopefully that will start to eat into the rust and break the rust down. At least then I can remove that bolt. So that's the plan. Let's see how I get on, and then I'll leave it to dwell for about 5 to 10 minutes. So it's took nearly 2 hours to get that bolt basically out of there. So now I can release that. What I've decided to do is I'm going to try and do the other side as well, and I'm just going to whip the bumper straight off just to see how bad it is, because I've got a feeling it might have had a bit of damage on the front and it's all rusty. So for the sake of it, it's took me a little bit of time to get that off with the deox gel. So we just pulled the car outside, trying to get this other bolt off. I've managed to get the other arch liner off, but let's just see. You can probably get a bit more a good view of it now. We're outside. It's looking pretty rusty, isn't it? But again, all these I can change, and the subframes and all that. All this down here we can change. Really, I just wanted to make sure that there's no holes in the floor. Again, this is how much muck there is in the sills, which we're going to jet wash out now. That's a lot of dirt stuck behind there. And again, these are coming off as well, so I will get the sills off. Again, the good thing is these are just all plastic. Obviously the door on the back is metal. But yeah, the poor thing, 70,000 miles, it seems a shame really to scrap it, doesn't it? You know, things aren't that expensive. We'll get all these done properly in silver instead of blue. New discs, maybe some Brembo discs, new shocks. Give it a new lease of life. But yeah, that's where we're at the minute. A nightmare. Another bolt I've managed to get out. I don't know how many more there is that I've got to try and get out, but I'm going to try and get this off if I can. Got to be careful to peel the paint off. I just put that on there to stop the wear tap. I don't know if that'll stay there. Trying to catch some rubbish or some dirt. yes. Let's have a look at the damage. Oh. Oh yes. Okay, so we've managed to get the front bumper off, and I thought I'd just take the headlight out just for reference, because I thought it had a smack that side, and it looks like it's totally had a smack. So if you just look at that hole there, the square hole, and all that side, fairly uniform. Now if we go across to this side, where all the rust was, and then cast that eye up, look at the state of that. So it looks like something's been hit this side, and all this is all mashed. I hope there's not too much damage to the chassis. I don't know if it's just down in this area that's just holding the ancillaries. It kind of drives okay, and it's got an MOT, but it's just slightly worrying that all this is all mashed, isn't it? Look at it. That should just be nice and square, and all this down here, all this should be nice. That's just been ripped, and again all this is mangled, all this is rusty, so it's not looking good at the minute, even though everything lines up. That's going to suggest, you know, that's been on a jig. Maybe we'd have to take the wing off I might take the wing off just for peace of mind before I get it inspected, because I don't think it's going to be going anywhere for a while. But as I say, if all this can just be punched back in slightly, and it's definitely had something this way. So all this rust was just a little bit concerning, and then when we move down, I'll do another detailed view inspection. All this is rusty, but this I can buy these. That cross member's not too bad. If we move around to this side, you can kind of see that's perfect. That's had nothing, you know, all this is straight. All that straight going down there. Obviously rusty bolts, and all the under chassis is rusty. Again, that's really bad. Again, those are just the bulbs. So that's quite worrying. So what I think I'll do is I might try and take that wing off and just see what it's like underneath. So I've got this far, I might as well just take that wing off. There's a few bolts and a few screws. And also, the only reason I thought this was because this side's definitely been painted, and if you look at the gap down the door, there just isn't any gap. And when I purchased the car, I did notice this, you know, all these spot welds and stuff here. So I noticed all this. So I reckon this hinge and all this has been pushed in maybe. And then there was some more down here. So yeah, I'm not sure. But again, the door closes, and it's got an MOT. But that is a little bit worrying. See, the door closes fine. Again, if it just needs a little bit of tweaking, it's a shame to scrap it really. If it's too far gone, then just decide what to do with it, but might just have to sell it for parts. Well, let's get that wing off next and see what's underneath. So I've started taking some of the car apart. As you can see, I got a little bit carried away, and I thought I'd try and take the sills off and the wing just to see what that panel's like underneath. So we're a little bit stuck with one bolt, so I've managed to remove all the bolts except for this one. There's one just inside there. It's going to be hard to see, but basically it's just got like a little spigot on it, and every time I turn it, it just rubs up against the plastic wing. See if I get my light on it to show you. So it's just in there. I put some deox gel on just to try and get the rust off. Hopefully that might help. See if I can get my torch in. So you can see it just there. But every time I turn it, it just keeps spinning. So I'm a little bit stuck really, and that's the only bolt then that's holding this wing on. So I need to try and get it off somehow, even if I have to try and cut it off, or I don't really want to damage the wing because I need to probably put it back on. And then I put a little bit of deox gel on top of that as well, if you can see. Again, this is bad, it's just really annoying me now. And all this in here, you know, and I don't think you can get a new panel. You'll have to cut it out probably and put a new one on. Again, this side it's just for holding the water bottle really, but all this is damaged, so it's, yeah, that's annoying me. But then I've come down to the sills now, and then all these are bent as well, as you can see, so this is a little bit frustrating. So obviously I managed to undo the sills, that's all plastic, and I just wanted to see if there was any muck behind, so they weren't too bad to be honest, the sills. But all these will need drilling out as well and replacing, so hopefully you can still get these, I'm not sure. So, and then again under here, there's my torch. Look at the state of the horn. And I might just try and clean all this off really if I can. As you can see, it's pretty looking sorry for itself. And again, once I've come down, I'll show you the state of the sills. All the sills are bent as well underneath, which is a little bit frustrating. But again, I think they can be bent back. And again, just this up here, I'm not sure if that crease has got something to do with the impact. If it has had an accident, which I think it is. So if you can see that there, that's all deformed, but I'd have to check on the other side just to double check. But that's the progress so far, so it's slow. So we'll carry on a bit and see if I can undo that bolt and then see where I get. I'll try and take the other sill off, I think. So we finally got the headlight out. What an absolute joke. There's a bolt this side, there's a bolt up there, there's a bolt down the front somewhere, and then there's one underneath there. Jesus Christ. You got to take the whole front off nearly just to take the bloody headlights out. Why don't they just have them like clipped in like Volkswagen at the top? It's just a joke, that is. Anyway, that's done. So, quite a bit of rust. And I don't really know what's happened with the wiring loom. They've just, whoever's had it, I think has chopped the wiring about a bit. And obviously looking down there ain't the greatest, is he? Quite a bit of rot. Have to see what we can do about that. But I'm glad I got the headlight out. I'm trying to get the other screw off the other side, so yeah, getting there slowly. Yes, got it. Oh yeah. Got it off. Got it. This, oh, it's the original Renault wing, which is good. But all this is bent here, so. There's a bit of damage there. All this is foobar, this bracket. Ah, the joys, eh? At least I managed to get the wing off, so I'm just not sure down here. I just need to check the other side. I think this might have took a bit of damage, and then maybe up here. It's not as bad as I thought. It looks like it's had a little bit of welding in here, or filler. I'll take some photos, send it to my mate who's got a body shop, and then see what they say. But at least I got that off, eh? Another job done. I just remembered I've got a Dremel, which I didn't realise I had. So I think inside here I might have some brushes and things to clean some of the rust off some of the bolts, which I've just thought about. If not, we can go down to our local hardware shop and get some more. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't think I haven't used it for a while. I've got the Dremel, but I just haven't got the flat wheels and things. There's a little box here. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've got any, so. But at least I got the machine, so I can go down to my local hardware store in the UK, that's B&Q, and then I'll get some more. So, I haven't used it really. Good little bit of kit. Well, I'm going to crack on.